All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Terry Davis, and I want to share this amazing opportunity with you all. So, I know you either were invited to the call by one of my teammates, business partners, or you either seen the post on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and you were just intrigued about this opportunity and how on the flyer it said, the road to financial freedom. And, for myself, I can kind of speak on that because I know one point in my life, money was my anxiety, to be honest. Every time money swiped out of my bank account, I don't know if y'all are like me, but I used to freak out because I knew, I was only making so much money. And every time I had to go pay bills, it was always gone. And I always kind of lived in that mindset to where having watching your money just dwindle away every single 2 weeks was just like really tense. I had a lot of pressure and a lot of anxiety always riding on my shoulders. And then, 3 years ago, I found this amazing opportunity that just changed my perspective on everything. And, throughout these last 3 years, I've grown into a different person. I don't have the same types of anxiety as I used to about money. And a lot of things that I used to be really stressed out about, I'm not stressed about them anymore. Life is so much different. I've finally found something that allows me to live and to dream in ways that I never thought possible before. And so the company that we are with is It Works Global. It Works Global is the home of that crazy rap thing. I don't know if you've seen it or not on social media or have heard about it. I know if you're like me, you probably are like, that thing doesn't work, it's a scam, because that's exactly what I thought before I got started. I have a background in the medical field, and for me, that rap just looked too good to be true. And so I didn't have time for the scam, so I really didn't pay it much attention. But what I came to find out, our company has actually over 40 amazing natural plant-based products. We have an amazing skincare line. We have, a lifestyle line with like shakes, stuff for stress, anxiety, joint pain, multivitamins. We have an amazing greens line, which was one of the reasons I actually got started with the company. And then not only that, we have essential oils. So we have something for everybody, actually. And, over 40 products, and our company has actually been around since 2001. So it has credibility and longevity as far as being a viable company. Not only that, our company has been debt free since 2009. And that's huge because most of these big companies and corporations, y'all, a lot of them are still in debt. That's why, they're always trying to have, budget cuts. They're always cutting employees because they are at a place to where they're always trying to make sure they have enough money. And our company has actually been debt free since 2009. And, that just really allows for us as distributors to be able to make as much money as we want and not have to worry about, our company going down. Not only that, our company is actually family owned. And that's really important because a lot of times people start making a lot of money in business. They might sell their business to somebody else to make a profit. But because our business is family owned, it's not going anywhere. Our CEO is not in this for the profit. Him and his wife, Mark and Cindy Pentecost, they are some amazing people. They have very, very high integrity. And, you can feel their hearts throughout this whole entire company. We are a faith-based Christian company. And, they don't care about screaming it to the rooftops. And that is one thing that I really love, being bold in their faith and who they are. But, like I said, our company, family-based, family-owned, it's not going anywhere. We just are coming out of our biggest month ever with the company. And, that's huge in itself. So I'm going to start off and tell y'all a little bit about my story and where I was exactly in my life and why, this opportunity means so much to me. So when I first got started in March of 2014, I was a medical laboratory scientist. I had 4 children, or I have 4 children. And at the time, my youngest child was 6 months old. My oldest child was 5. And I just was at a place to where, as a mother, I felt like I had exhausted all my options of trying to figure out a way to provide the best life possible for my kids. I was at a place to where, um, had just recently got my master's degree, and that was only to try to catapult my career and allow me to get some upper level management positions. With that degree, it was going to add years to my work experience and make more money, and allow me to. I was trying to get a salary job to where I thought I was going to have a little bit more flexibility with my kids, that I knew I possibly might be able to take work home with me. But while I went back to school and did all of that, I had earned or collected over $100,000 in student loan debt for myself alone. At the time, my husband had another $100,000 himself. So that's $200,000 in a household. Then with the master's degree, I was barely making enough money every 2 weeks for us to even live semi-comfortably, because like I said, we had 4 children. The oldest was 5, so that means there was 3 kids in daycare, and it was just tight, and I was the breadwinner. So with that being the case, I was doing everything I could as a mom. I worked every single shift possible at the hospital, just trying to find a better flow with me and my family. Nothing worked. First shift, too much traffic. I don't have time for that. Traffic gives me anxiety. I don't trust other drivers, and I'm trying to live and make it home from work every day. Second shift, it was decent, but that's maybe more so for a single person. I miss bedtime, dinner, homework, my kids coming home from school. Second shift. Third shift, it was kind of the best option. I finally got to still see my kids. I was tired all the time, but I got to see my family. And so working third shift, it seemed okay, but like I said, I was actually tired a lot of the times because I had like a weird, crazy third shift as well. And I worked some days, and some days I worked a second shift. It was just all over the place. But what I started to realize, that I was actually really chasing the dollar. That's why I worked all these shifts. I was doing whatever I could to provide for my family, but at the same time, I wasn't getting to spend time with my family. I didn't have extra money to show for it, to enjoy, being with my family. And so I was doing whatever I could to try to provide. And that was getting overwhelming. I finally got to a place where I realized the only way for me to live the way I want to live is to be my own boss. I needed to be an entrepreneur. I'm the only person that's going to pay me what I'm worth, and I can work a flexible schedule around all of my children and, be where I need to be when I need to be there. So I started having that, entrepreneur mindset. I decided I wanted to start a traditional business, and that is the route I went in first. I started my own business, from scratch. I had to be the marketing person, the customer service, the advertising, the accountant, all of that stuff. That's a lot to do, and it's very time consuming. I was already barely seeing my family as it is, and then I added this business on to try to help us get to a place to where I could finally, work for myself and not have to worry about that anymore. But, traditional business, bad part about it is you typically break even in 3 to 5 years. I didn't want to work at my job for 3 to 5 more years and finally be able to leave. I was ready to go now. My daughter was in kindergarten, and I knew there was 3 more kids coming behind her. In 3 to 5 more years, all of my kids would have been in school, and I'm still going to be stressed out as a mom, and that wasn't going to be able to work for me. So, when this opportunity came to me, it actually fell into my lap. Somebody actually just asked me to come to a wrap party and just support them. They thought about being a stay-at-home mom. So for myself, I'm all about supporting others. Sure, I'll come. Don't really care about what it is, because I thought that wrap was fake. Like I said, I didn't believe in it. Well, I get there, I wrapped. It was about 8 or 9 women interested in the products. They all wrapped. And I learned about this one product called Greens. And the Greens is what's completely changed my mind about this business. The Greens is a product that helps to detox your body, balance your pH, and alkaline your body. Now, like I said, I worked in the medical field. I was a medical laboratory scientist. I worked in the molecular genetics department, and I did a lot of clinical cancer testing for people. And I had got to a point in my career that I was getting kind of depressed of being able to just tell somebody if they were positive or negative for something and not actually impacting their health and, making a difference on the quality of their life. And so when I heard about this product, when your body is in an alkaline state, it is the disease fighting machine. That's why y'all see these people now really going a lot of plant-based diets, because plant-based is more alkaline. A lot of meats have more acidity in them. So people are doing plant-based diets. And so when I learned about this product being more alkaline, I just started thinking about how everything in my life finally started coming together. So, my aunt passed away 2007, I believe, 2006. Trying to think of the year. I'm trying to make sure I get it right. 2007, of breast cancer. I went to graduate school. I studied breast cancer as my research topic. And then, like I said, I worked in I did a lot of cancer testing. And, I was trying to find things to help people that had cancer, to try to find cures and all that. But knowing what I know now, putting your body in that alkaline state is probably the best way for you to prevent anything, or just making sure you're doing your due diligence. Not saying that the greens cures cancer or anything like that, but it definitely doesn't hurt. So when that came to me, I was all for it. I knew so many people that could benefit from this product. And so then, also we have another product in our skincare line that correlated with my traditional business. And I was like, you know what? I already started seeing dollar signs. And for me, I was all about the money, because I was trying to leave my job. And so I was started adding up, I'll probably make an extra $300 to $500 a month, just working working this business. And that's going to help me get to a place where I'm going to be able to leave my job faster. So I was excited, and that's what I was ready for. So, I got to that place. I decided at the wrap party, I'm signing up, because I looked at women's results from the wrap, and people had good results, and I was actually surprised. But coming from a medical background, seeing that the results varied, that made sense to me. But I also learned 1 wrap was just a treat. 4 is actually a full treatment. So those people that didn't get as good a results as they wanted, they still had time to get better results when they actually did a full treatment. So I got started, and it kind of just took off from there. Like I said, I worked full time when I got started. And not only that, I still have my own traditional business. So I was a very busy mother of 4, married, a lot going on when I got started. But because this is so simple, I was able to use my phone. I sent out a message. I show my friends, hey, these are my results from my first wrap. Y'all see a difference? Did it work? And they were like, I think it did. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a party on Saturday. You should come out and try one. And they were like, okay, I'll try it. So I used to have these information settings, wrap parties on the weekends, and I would just invite my friends throughout the week, and they would come, and I would just start making cash from them wanting to try the wrap. And then they would sign up as customers, or some of them were like, hey, I want to make money with you. They would sign up as distributors. So within my first month, just from selling wraps to my customers, I had made about $500 in cash. And, I was blown away, because remember, I didn't even think this product worked, and I didn't even really think people wanted it. So I made about $500 in cash in my first month, and I'm like, okay, this can actually be something to this. People really want this product, and it really works. So I just kept on doing the same thing for the next few months. August 22nd, I believe, 2014, I actually closed on our first house, and I was so excited. And, when I closed on our house, that was the only reason I was staying at my job. That was my fighting force, staying at my job was for that work history, so I could buy a house. Well, bought the first house. That weekend, I put in my 2 weeks notice, because I was making enough money from this company with my wrap cash and also my commissions check that we decided that I could go ahead and come home and be a work from home mom, because it was supplementing enough money at the time. So my last day of work was September the 5th, 2014. The reason I remember that is my daughter's birthday, but that's my last day of work. So it's almost been 3 years that I've been fully rewired working from home. And just to think about it, that's so crazy. But, when I came home, life was completely different. Y'all, a lot of people take stuff for granted, because sometimes people are at home with their kids, or people just assume, they work first shift and stuff isn't the same. But for a person that worked third shift and had off shifts that never really got to be a part of their kid's life, this was huge for me, because they were the reason why I worked so hard. But like I said before, I never really got to spend time with them. Now I got to walk them to the bus stop. I got to pick out their clothes in the morning. I got to make sure they ate breakfast. I got to make sure their hair looked fine. Those were things that I didn't get to do. You know, I didn't have to worry about who was going to pick them up if they were sick, or how I was going to be able to get from this place to that place. Like, I can remember going to softball practices, rushing off of work and not even being able to make them and all this craziness. But now I didn't have to worry about that anymore. I finally had, you know, my freedom, was living life on my terms, to where I was in control. I was where I needed to be when my kids needed me to be there, and them not ever just feel like, you know, mom's not here, she just works a lot. Because, you know, a lot of people live that life. Their parents work all the time trying to provide a life for them that their parents don't get to be around, because they wouldn't be able to enjoy the things they did if their parents didn't work hard. So I just didn't want that to be my life, and I didn't want my kids to have to go through that. So like I said, I rewired. I was back at home. That next year coming up, in February of 2015, I hit a leadership rank in the company called Diamond. Diamonds average an extra $2,000 a month in commissions. Doesn't include wrap cash or any money you make from selling wraps. But so I went Diamond in February 2015. I earned a $20,000 bonus. I went double Diamond in March, my 12-month mark. I earned another $30,000 in bonuses, and double diamonds averaged $6,000 in income. And so for me, that was a very pivotal moment in this business, that I was making almost twice as much as I had went to school for, you know, slaved all those hours. And in 12 months time, I was making $6,000 a month, and I had brought home a $50,000 bonus on top of that. And, you know, it was just really mind blowing to know, like, when we say we work part-time hours from our phone, y'all, we're not joking. It's part-time hours, like actually what you consider the work part of this business. It's not nowhere near what a traditional job pulls in. It's very flexible, and it's very easy to incorporate this into your daily, you know, life. So in 1 year, like I said, $6,000 a month, $50,000 in bonuses. The next year went by. I got my husband's account. To Diamond, he earned $22,000 in bonuses. And that month, my 24th, my 2-year mark, he was a diamond, I was a double diamond, and we finally hit the 6-figure month income. And for me, I was mind blown, because I always wanted to be a 6-figure earner. I didn't know how that was going to happen, but when I went to college, that was always my goal. Just because when you think about 6 figures, you think that that person doesn't have stresses in life about finances. You know, you just envision this lifestyle that is just something that I always push for. So 6 figures is what I wanted, and that's what I envisioned. And with my job, you know, it's crazy, because I was never going to hit 6 figures, no matter how hard I worked, no matter how much overtime I did. 6 figures was not on my pay scale at all, like not even close. So it was never going to happen if I kept that same job, no matter even if I promoted. As far as I know, there was nobody in the lab making 6 figures. So, you know, being able to do that in 2 years' time is just mind blowing. Now that next month, I actually went to a VIP leadership rank in the company. I went triple diamond. Triple diamonds earn on average $10,000 a month in income, and I earned another $25,000 bonus. So I earned $102,000 in bonuses. It was averaging about a $12,000 a month income for my household, working this business. And, you know, like I said, that's mind blowing. People don't make that type of money typically unless they're doctors or lawyers with their own practices, dentists. Like, this is not something that you can just do in 2 years' time. So with that being said, you know, this business has completely transformed my life. But, you know, one of the best parts about what this business does and like the journey to financial freedom, you know, a lot of things that we get are like instant money. You have to work for the money. You go to work, you clock in, you get paid for the time you're physically being, you know, at your job. Well, with this business, you build residual income. And what residual income means that you work hard, and when you get to a certain point, you can still get paid without having to work as hard. And there was a point in my life where that happened and I needed it. So, after I went through the business and hit all these ranks, me and my husband separated. And, life kind of got shaken. We separated and I had to hold it together for my kids. And I was able to use the time. I was able to spend the time I needed to spend on myself, getting myself back together without missing a beat, even though I wasn't able to pour into my business like I was before, because what I had built those first 2 years previously, my business was so strong that I still made more money than I would have clocking in for 40 hours when I was barely working. And, for me, that was huge. And I didn't really understand the power of residual income till that happened. I was still able to bring in significant money, but still go through life. And I think that's so important. Like, there's times in our lives that, it's not all about money. Time is the most valuable thing that we have. And so when you're able to step aside because you might have a death in your family, you might have somebody being ill, you might have something you have to take care of, and you don't want to feel guilty because you just over here working for the dollar, but you built something up to where now you can be where you want to be and only focus solely on that and not have to think about money and bills. That's a really, really special place to be able to be in your life. And with this business, I've been able to do that. And, it's just so many things that come with that. Like I said, you just kind of live life on different terms. And that's why I say, like, a lot of people don't get to be debt free. A lot of people don't get to make six figures. A lot of people are stressed out every day and they're working to live. And, it's just, y'all already know because y'all probably work and the stress and anxiety that comes with that. People are just missing out on the best years of their life because they're spending it just working so hard. And, this opportunity has created a vehicle that will allow you to not have to worry about that. Even if your goal is not to be a work from home person and you don't want to just have you might have other goals and other dreams and aspirations. This business still allows you to get to those places without worrying about the finances. Because y'all know when y'all start a business, it doesn't have money all of a sudden, but you don't want to have to be taking out extra debt because most people are already in debt. Why not have a nice source of income already coming in from the side to where now you can go do what you're passionate about. You can do what you want, for your family and for, maybe a group of people that you're trying to do something with. And not have to worry about it. That's what this business can do. Or you can just add it on as add-on services. If you have another business that you're already doing, that this can be incorporated with it. It's a great way to just add extra, because I don't believe there's ever anybody that can have too much money. Having money is not a bad thing. You want to have enough money that you've made to be able to pass that down to your children and start them on the right foot of them starting, you leaving a legacy and them, being able to learn how to build wealth. So, I know some of you guys are probably thinking a couple of things, that sounds good. I don't know if it's for me. Well, we have people on our team all across the board, guys. We have people that are 18. We have people on our team that are 65 plus. There's no age limit for this business. We have people on our team that have college degrees, advanced degrees, PhDs. There's I was spending this weekend, people that are pharmacists. I know lawyers in this business, doctors. Then we have people that didn't even graduate high school. And it doesn't matter your education background. Everybody comes in on the same playing field. Anybody can be successful with this business. And two, you don't have to have a certain personality. You don't have to be the bubbly person that everybody loves. You don't have to just be super outgoing. When I first started this, I was very shy and reserved. I didn't like talking to people. But I could use social media and I could make a post and I could answer a question. And that's what I did till I got more comfortable. So, there's just a wide range of things that people can be successful with this business. It's not a cookie cutter business. You don't have to just be somebody you're not. You get to really be yourself and be true to yourself. All you have to do is want more out of life. You have to get to a place where you're tired of being sick and tired. And when you get there, you start finding reasons why you're not accepting, to live a less than life anymore. And that's what it's really all about. you want more out of life and you're looking for it and you're searching, where am I going to find that at? Well, this opportunity is definitely that opportunity for you. Like I said, we have so many people on our team. We have people all across the world. We're open in 21 countries. You know, you can work this business from anywhere. And at the same time, you're able to build your business just like I did 3 years ago, because our business is in high momentum, a high momentum phase right now. It's still growing. Our company is now become, you know, more legitimate because people have heard about it more. So it's actually an amazing time to join this business. You can still make it to the top rank in this company if you join. You know, it's just up to you and what you want for your family, your life. If you just want a couple extra $1,000, $100, that's fine. If you want thousands of dollars to pay off debt, you know, go for it. You definitely can do that. But it's all up to you and what you want. And, you know, I'm trying to think. A lot of times too, people say we're not salesperson. I can't do this. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not good at sales at all. But what I am good at is helping people. I know when I see people that want to lose weight. I know when I see people struggling from hair loss, especially if you've had a child or you're on medication. And, you know, I see people who's stressed out. I want to help them. I like helping people feel better about themselves. So I'll tell them, I have this product that could help you, you know, grow your hair back. I have a product that can help you lose some extra weight. I have a product that can help you, you know, get rid of that baby flab because the gym's just not cutting it. And when I do that, I don't feel like I'm selling to anybody. I'm just sharing what I have with you, and you, okay, I want it. And that's it. And so I don't ever, you know, have to think of myself as a salesperson. No, we don't have any sales quotas. We actually have a very simple 3-step system in place that if you do that, you will be successful. 3 easy steps. Not only that, you know, you have the opportunity when you partner with us to earn $5,000 in bonuses all the way up to $150,000 in bonuses on top of commissions. So you can really come in here and make some crazy money if that's what you want. You know, you could knock down, like, I think in bonuses alone, you can make over $300,000 in bonuses in 10 months if you want to. So it's definitely possible to get this done with this business. And, you know, like I said, being financially free and getting on that road, like, there's a couple different ways to be, you know, paying off debt. You either have to budget so hard and save up that you're like, every little penny you're pinching has to go to your debt and your finances. And still sometimes you feel like that's no way, that's not enough. Or what you have to do, you have to increase your income. That's just what it's going to be. But why not increase your income while working at your own pace from your phone, from your own flexibility, versus having to go clock in somewhere else and spending more time away from your family than what you're already doing. You know, so I chose that second option. I wanted to make more money because I want to provide my kids with a lifestyle that will allow them to do whatever they want whenever they want it. If they want to do gymnastics, we're doing it. If they want to go, you know, do sports, if they want to do other extracurricular things, I don't want to not do it because I can't afford it, or because I'm not ever going to have any time because I'm working too much. This business has afforded me both of those options. And, you know, you guys can have the same thing. I know some of y'all are sitting there probably thinking like, I just don't know. Well, I'm going to tell you, you're never going to know until you just jump. And for me, I just had to get to the point in my life where I decided, you know what, God, you're in control. As much as I want to control everything, there's some things that I can't control anymore. And I have to trust you and let go and see what you have for me. And, you know, like I said, those of y'all that follow me on Facebook, some of y'all probably don't even know who I am, but, you know, I've been able to like almost triple my monthly, like I think I talked about it. I've like tripled or more than tripled what I used to make in 1 month to right now. And, you know, when I just think about it, that's crazy. I'm at a place that I never thought was going to happen, at least not in this time frame. And, you know, I can sit out there and write out my goals and say, you know what, I plan to earn $1 million by 2019. And it's not a far-fetched dream. Like, I can really see it happening. Like, those are things that are so crazy to me. Just thinking about how much debt I can pay off or how much money I'm about to have to make, or we're about to go on this trip and it's only going to take me a couple months to save for it. Like, that's insane. But the thing of it is, you won't ever get there if you don't try. You won't ever get there if you don't let go of the fear and the doubt of what could go wrong and just go for it. Because like I said, I'm not special. I'm no different than you. I don't have a special skill set. I didn't have a huge network when I started this business. I just had a determination and a dream and a desire to be, you know, a mother to my kids. And that's all I wanted. And so that's all it takes with this. You know, you don't have to just have the biggest network. A lot of people think like, oh, she's famous, she's gonna do good. Well, I'm not famous at all, and I've been successful. And you know, even I've been successful in a short amount of time compared to some others. But at the end of the day, who cares if it took you 5 years or 10 years to get your freedom for your family? Why wouldn't you go for it? Because if you don't, you're going to just be working your job for the next 40 years. You know, you don't get a time frame of when you get to finally stop working or retire. It's just going to keep happening until you finally just can't work anymore, typically. So, you know, don't put a deadline on your freedom and what you want from your family, because they're worth it. You're worth it. And, you know, this opportunity definitely can give you what you've been looking for. So I highly suggest, if, you know, the people that sent you this invitation or sent you this video, they care about you. They know, they see something in you that you probably don't even see in yourself. You know, you have the potential to completely change your life and your family's life, and you don't even know it. And this is an amazing opportunity to do it with. We are a supportive group of individuals. We believe in each other. We uplift each other. And, you know, you're never alone when you're on our team. There's always somebody there to help you out, to guide you, to mentor you, to keep you encouraged. So I want you guys to just think about where you're at right now, and just think about if you were at that same position in life 1 year from now, would that be okay? Because I know for me, it wasn't okay, and I knew that, so I had to make a change. So if you're not okay with being in your same position next year, you know, you got to do something different. You got to take that leap. You got to, you know, like they say, you have to do something different to get what you've never gotten before. And this is what, you know, this is that opportunity. It's an amazing time, like I said, to join our business. We're getting ready to go into some really big changes and some exciting times. So why not get in on it right now? So, you know, get back to the person that, you know, sent you the invitation to this call, and let them know, you know what, you're tired of living in fear, you're tired of living in doubt, and you're ready for a change. You're ready to live up to your potential. You're ready to be debt free. You're ready to be in control of your life, because you have the ability to do it. All you have to do is let go, you know, of the edge and jump and go for it. So, thank you for tuning in tonight. And like I said, get back with that person, let them know you're ready to take that leap and you're ready to become debt free. So hope y'all have a great night, and I will hopefully see you guys on the inside. Bye, guys.